Happy Thursday! Hello. Nina Martinez, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to Extra AF. I'm Sarah Schmidt, and the show is right down here. And we are so excited that you're tuning in tonight or potentially catching a replay of this. We are glad that you're here. We have a really, really amazing show tonight, full of technical surprises, and it's just going to be amazing. I'm so stoked. This is the part where my family is probably giggling in the other room because they tell me every time I do one of these shows, I end up shouting. And last time, my daughter came in and was like, I heard your whole set. And you're gross. So I have the 11-year-old stamp of approval for that. But how are you guys doing? Are y'all hanging in there? Like, are we all doing okay? I know this has been a weird month, right?
Best day of my life.
Yeah, it has been so crazy. And I the other day came into the living room and I turned to my husband and I was like, I've just been smelling this smell around the house and like I can't figure out what it is. And I don't know if like it's not like the dog's anal glands on the couch or anything like that. Like like that has this like really sort of smell. It was just really unique and I was sitting there kind of like, I just don't know what it is, but I was like, Nick, it has literally been following me. Like I've blown my nose a few times because maybe it's like something in my nose or whatever. And then I was like, if it has been following me for a week and it's nothing in the house that I've been able to find, that it is me. Like now is me. And it wasn't just normal skunk. So if all of you are showering on even like a regular basis, semi-regular basis, like one step ahead of me. Yeah, it's fine. We were talking, and he's a big coffee lover. I like coffee, but I'm not kind of the level of coffee snob that he is. And he was making, we got some decaf because we're trying to like not have caffeine at late at night, and so he made some coffee. He's like, God, you know what? Every night, I do hear an echo. Sorry, y'all. I'll try to fix that next. He was like, every morning when I wake up, I'm so excited about the day because I know the next day I'm going to get to drink coffee. And I was like, he's like, no, I'm like really excited to like go to sleep because I know when I wake up, I'm going to drink coffee. And I was like, okay, well, what I look forward to when I go to bed? And he was like, what? And I was like, waking up and then being able to go to bed again. Highlight of my day is like bedtime when I can just like lay here and binge watch whatever I want. I've been binge watching a lot of things about serial killers and murders and like true crime stuff. So that has been really, really interesting. I bought a new Christmas tree today. I don't know if it is like decorating yet. And I was thinking about the holidays. So Lily, my daughter, is 11, and Max is 4. So we still have some time with Santa to be coming to our house. And I realized that the holidays are like the one time that I've just been lying to my kids. Like I don't know if there's magic to it, but it just kind of bugged me. And then it got me thinking like, okay, when do we tell Max? Do we, like, Lily knows? Like, that was a funny story too. She said, I don't think Santa's real. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what do you think? Like, even if he's not, isn't it more fun to kind of play into it? And she was like, yeah. But I'm still gonna like pretend for Max. And I was like, that is so sweet. And she goes, but I still believe in the tooth fairy though. And then she like away. And I was like, okay. The little fairy's taking our dead teeth that fell out of our face over, I guess, I don't know, maybe whatever. Okay. But it was so cute. But I do have a hard time lying to my kids. And the only time that I mean, we say in our family, like, there's no secrets. We talk about everything, and then there will be times that I'm talking to Nick and Lily comes in and wants to know what's going on, and I will say, like, this is something that's between Dad and I. It's not important. She's like, but you said we have no secrets. Like, it's not a secret. It's just not. It's not important. It's not like appropriate for you. I was like, what if we're talking about sex? She's like, and that will get her to kind of walk away. Which, by the way, it's we're never talking about sex. Never like that. But the most recent time that we had this kind of conversation about like lying to my kids and I could not do it was one time at the dinner table about a year and a half ago. My neighbors are in the business of selling medicinal materials, and they have very poor business practices. And we had a lot of issues with them. But anyway, the windows were open and they were smoking and the wind was blowing into the house. And Lily said, Mom, the neighbors are smoking marijuana. Do you smell that, Mom? The smell of marijuana is coming into our kitchen. Isn't that awful, Mom? And I was like, I looked at her and I was like, well, Lily, and then I got very, very defensive of my old pal, like Mary Jane, like she's like that family member that everyone thinks is like really weird, but you kind of have a soft spot for. And I said, well, you know, Lily, there are a lot of medicinal uses for marijuana. You know, people get reduced anxiety and less pain, and people who have a hard time eating can help. They can help bring their appetite back, and kind of went through a list of these benefits. And so she was like, and she just looked at me and I said, and actually, because I still had to back it up somehow, I was like, actually, there are many states in the United States where it's actually legal to smoke. Yes. And she goes, like, where? Because she knew I had just gotten home from California. And I said, so I tried to avoid saying her, and I was like, well, Washington and Oregon, and like obviously there's like 20 something states right now but I was like, and you know, Colorado, where my friend used to live, and Illinois, you know, Illinois just made it legal. And she was like, where else? No. I was like, oh, you know, places like California too, you know, like it's everywhere. And she was like, California? Mom, did you smoke marijuana when you were in California? Like, instantly stoned. Like, I was instantly craving chips and salsa. And I was like, yes. Mm-mm. And she was like, oh, you are grounded for your whole life, which, okay, fine. That actually sounds kind of involving, right? But then she was like, but wait, did you only smoke it one time? Yep. And then she said, okay, well then I guess we'll just make you grounded for half your life. And I was like, the first half or the last half? And she was like, well, I mean, I don't know when you're gonna die. So oh, she is something else, y'all. But we have, that's my time, but because we have amazingly funny people coming forward. I wanted to let you know, so right down here, you will be able to see the Facebook, Instagram handles for people, and it's also going to show our Venmo, because guess what, comedians, we don't really get paid too much for doing this, and so your tips would be lovely. So if you found something that we did really hilarious last time, I was just there in the middle of somebody else's set. They got cut off, and I just had to kind of go with it and look like an idiot. But you know what? Somebody loved it and sent me $10. So I appreciate this sort of thing. So you can see Lady Last Comedy, Venmo, anything that goes there is going to help scholarships for upcoming comedy classes. And I don't know if any of that gets split between us, but whatever. Either way, it's amazing. And then each of us will have our own Venmo on there. So feel free to tip the comedians. But we are going to get started. And this person is my buddy who do host Extra AF with me when we actually did comedy in person. That's so crazy. She has not performed since February and is going to try really, really hard to not pee her pants on camera. So joining us from Flagstaff, Arizona, give a big, huge Extra AF welcome to Melody Kate. Woo!
Can we also just give a little shout out to those earrings that Sarah Schmidt is killing tonight? Because, wow.
And you can buy them at LadyLaughsComedy.com.
Listen, I'm nervous. I haven't done comedy online ever before, and I haven't done comedy at all since February. And when I texted Dina and Sarah and Lolita, and I was like, y'all, I'm so nervous. And they were like, Melody, it's like riding a bicycle. And I was like, yeah. Last time I got back on a bicycle after it'd been a long time, I sprained my wrist. And I'm sure it'll be fine. And then I was like, you know, I mean, maybe it's like sex. You know, like out of practice sex can still be good sex.
Yeah.
And then I remembered the last time I had sex after it had been a long time, I sprained my wrist. So, don't mind me while I just like buckle my seatbelt. Feeling a little rusty. I'm a little nervous about my wrists, to be honest. So I was flirting with this guy on Tinder last night, and this guy was like, "Oh, run one of your jokes past me," and I was like, I'm nervous, but it's gonna be like riding a bike, but I sprained my wrist, but it's gonna be like sex, but I sprained my wrist. I'm very funny on Tinder, and I said that. And his response was, maybe you just have weak wrists. And I was like, thanks, Dr. Tinder. First of all, that was never in question. I definitely have weak wrists. Who sprains their wrist while having sex? Like maybe you're just assuming that I was doing some kind of acrobatic sex, but no, it was missionary shit. Sprained my wrist. I do though. I mean, I have a diagnosis now. I have like a connective tissue disorder thingy, and I finally got a diagnosis like a year ago. But before that, it had been a long time of like having these symptoms of like weak, floppy wrists and not knowing why. So I spent a lot of time, Googling my symptoms. So I would enter like wrists hurt, weight gain, constipated, and I'm single. And Google would be like, girl, you're eating too many donuts. And also you're hurt. I don't know why. And let me tell you, like, when even Google gives up on you, like, it feels kind of hopeless. You're like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And then I would, like, see, like, specialist after specialist, and they were like, there's nothing wrong with you. And but you're like, but, like, my wrist hurt. I sprained my wrist having sex. Like how can there be nothing wrong with me? And so you sort of start to internalize it. And you're like, if there's nothing wrong with me, then the thing that's wrong must be me. It's like if you didn't know what a head cold was, and you're just like a snot waterfall, and like people are looking at you and they're like, you should be ashamed of yourself, like pull your shit together. And then you get diagnosed and you're like, wait, you mean like lake snot here in my chestal region is not my fault? You mean I have a virus? And it's like game changing, at least for me, because I'm a woman. So I assumed that whatever was wrong with me. Maybe if I was a man, I would be more confident in my jokes. I don't know what it's like to be a man. I date men and women, so I spend a lot of time with both. I date men because they're easy, and there's a lot of them. Yeah, I date women because, well, I mean, have you met men? Yeah, but this whole like my wrist hurt during sex thing is a real problem when you're trying to have sex with a woman. Because when you think about it, you really need your hands while you're having sex with a woman. And you need a lot of like neck flexibility, which I don't have. Like, to be honest, I get a migraine even thinking about like contorting my head to fit between a juicy pair of thighs. Like it just was like constantly a struggle with my last girlfriend. And then everything changed when I tried a strap-on for the first time. So we got the dildo, we like secured it to the harness. I felt the weight of this schlong like schlepping between my legs. And I looked around and I was like, all of my opinions are correct. Well, actually, let me explain it to you. I finally get it. I get the confidence of mediocre men. Like the minute I could feel that weight between my legs, I was like, you should hire me for every job. To be honest, I don't even know why I was nervous about this set. I should have just grabbed my dildo and a harness, and then I wouldn't have even been worried.
Yes.
Game changing.
Yes.
You know what I miss? Let me tell you what I miss. It's COVID. You know what I miss? I miss asking somebody if they've been tested after we're already naked. You know what I mean? Like I want like you biting my neck before I ask you, so do you use protection? I wouldn't even stalk you on Instagram now before I'm like, when was the last time you were with somebody within 6 feet of somebody? You know what I mean? I miss the intimacy of being naked before you decide to use protection. I'm not a jealous person. In fact, the opposite. I'm a Gemini. Are you astrology buffs? You know what I mean. We don't need to have the like, are we exclusive conversation for weeks after we start dating. In fact, it's better if we don't, because I'm not done fucking the other guy. I don't even love the other guy, but I'm not done fucking him. I am not a jealous person. But now, I haven't even given you my phone number yet. And already I'm like, if you get within 6 feet of another living being, we're done. We're done. What is this world? I hate it. I also feel like, though, it's like a whole new world of dating, you know? Like, there's a lot of things to figure out still. Like, I feel like I'm still figuring out the dude inflation factor. So, like, before COVID, if I asked somebody, when was the last time you were tested? And they say to me, well, I haven't been tested since my last partner, but she was clean. It's fine. You just know, like, we all know, you round up to the nearest 10. So if he says, I've been tested since my last partner, you know, he stuck his dick in 10 other women. And then you just do like your risk assessment accordingly. How do you feel about 10 women? But now, when somebody says, I just got a negative COVID test 3 days ago, does that mean he got a negative COVID test 10 days ago? Or does that mean he's never even been tested? What is this new world of dating? I don't even know, right? I also, as long as we're talking about sex with men, I just have to say, I'm so over these dudes who've like proven to you that they've been tested, blah, 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 but don't want to use a condom. Mm-hmm. And they're like, but I just don't like how it feels. Oh. And I'm like, yeah, well, I don't like how it feels to be pregnant. Get a vasectomy, and then we can talk. Yes. Until then, bag that shit up. Bag it up. But actually, bag it up. I did. I went on a date. I went on a date with a man who'd had a vasectomy, and I was like, yes, thank you. And then I was like, no, cum is disgusting. Bag that shit up. This whole time I thought it was about getting pregnant, but it's not. It's just that I don't want cum on me. The last person I was messaging on Tinder, the guy who diagnosed me as having weak wrists, we're like flirting. It's like getting hot. It's getting sexy. And he tells me he wants to come on my glasses. Oh, I would like to point out, I have never heard anyone say that until I got a job as a professor. And so I feel like I've entered this like brave new world of like people trying to fulfill their 18-year-old fantasies about their professors. But I would like to point out, I'm a professor of women and gender studies. So unless your fantasy is getting pegged by a fat bisexual feminist, you're out of luck. That's your fantasy, call me.
Yes.
And that's it. That's my time. I'm Melody Kate.
Oh my god, I miss you, Melody. I am dying. I was thinking about one of our wedding gifts, actually, from my husband's brother, like my brother-in-law, was a pack of condoms. And my husband looked at him back then because like the whole reason I think he proposed to me was so that he could have sex and not feel guilty because of the way that he was raised. But that's therapy at another time. But he got his condoms and he looks at Nick. He's like, yeah, it's like way easier cleanup. And then our life changed and we were like, this is amazing. And I recently went out, he got a vasectomy and only got sperm tested one time and was supposed to do it twice. And I had just gone off birth control and I was like, hey, you got to pull out because we don't know for sure, right, that there's nothing coming out of there. Well, you know what I mean. And and he apparently didn't hear me. And so then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get pregnant off this and it's going to be ridiculous. Okay. And he goes, oh no, when I went and got my sperm tested, they said, there's none of those active ones. All of them just kind of ping-ponging around. I was like, so one of the dumb ones is going to get me pregnant? I'm like, anyway. This is not my time. I am going to move things along. And your next comedian, we are global, y'all. Extra global. Your next comedian is an American living in Japan. It has been for 24 years. Give a big round of applause to Keonna Stevens.
Thank you for this amazing international night. A lot of people ask me, Keonna, you've lived in Japan for more than half your life. What's life like in Japan? I guess they're bored about hearing about America. I get it. That's why I left too. And guys often tell me as a white woman, I'm a status symbol for my Japanese husband. I'm a trophy wife. I'm like, have you seen my husband? Broad shoulders, six-pack abs. He's the trophy. He looks like an Oscar. Yes. Yeah. He is the prize for having coped with all my exes. Like, our wedding vows were pretty different. I'd like to thank a few people without whom I wouldn't be here today. To James, a musician, you told me I was a terrible singer. We broke up. I was put on tour, and you're still trying to put the band back together. To Steve, the writer, the only thing you were good at was writing text to other women. We broke up. I've written 5 times, and I hear you're still writing text to other women. And finally, to Daniel, the sociopath. They say whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and by whatever they meant you. Yeah, thank you. I think a lot of the reasons why I left the States is, because of my childhood. Growing up, we were homeless. Well, we weren't living on the streets. Well, technically, we were living on the streets. We lived in a car, so we were this far from living on the streets. And my room was in the back, the hatchback. Playtime was difficult. Have you ever tried doing puzzles at home when your home is a car doing 40? Almost done. Speed bump. Eventually, we parked in Florida. My best friend in middle school lived the Tiger King lifestyle. She takes me around her backyard, shows me a cage, and I say, wow, you have a house. I felt bad for her because her house only had 2 doors and we had 5. Yeah. A girl from my church, she owned an alligator wrestling theme park. She was professionally wrestling gators in high school. You got to go pro by 12 because if you don't, you're dead. You can only be amateur once for about 3 seconds. They say strangers are friends we haven't met yet. I say strangers are people who haven't let me down yet. Strangers are great. I wish I knew more of them. They are so good. I wish my ex had become one sooner. Yeah. He was perfect till he opened his mouth. Yeah, a lot of people have goals like to lose 5 pounds. My goal is to become a Buddhist monk. The aim in Buddhism is to lose a sense of self, to achieve nothingness. And for me, that's more like 175 pounds. My father believed in my journey. He always said I'd amount to nothing. He's Jewish. I want to be Buddhist. And so, it's a lot of conflict, make something of yourself, make nothing of yourself, make something, make nothing. Yeah. Father was always harsh. Mother was more gentile. I hate when babies stare at me in elevators. I don't know what they're thinking. Do they need to be rescued? God, I wish I had you. This lady's insane. And new mothers aren't insane per se, but they are a little different. Like they can't communicate without their babies. Like, excuse me, could you please press the button for the ground floor? She wants to go to the ground floor. Do we want to go to the ground floor? No, we're going to the car park. Well, we want to go to the ground floor, so please push the button for the ground floor because somebody needs to go to the ground floor. And I can't say things like, oh, you're so cute. I'm going to take you home. Because I look like I would. Holding someone's baby is like valet parking their car. You get to feel how you get a sense of how good it feels, but you can't take it home. Go beyond 3 feet and it's a crime. The average family in America has 2 kids, and so far I've had half a kid. Well, I've had 4 if you spread it out across the 8 attempts. And people say the dumbest things to me, like, "Oh, Sinez, at least you can get pregnant." Oh, is that right, Maria? So you've been unemployed for 8 years. Well, at least you've had interviews. You can't pay rent with interviews. What's the rent this month? $1,400. How many interviews is that? And I hate when people say, like, oh, as a parent, I do this for my children and my children's children. And people automatically think, oh, my goodness, they are such a good, genuine, trustworthy person. Well, I can't have kids. So does that mean everything I do from this point forward has no meaning whatsoever? Like, what are my colleagues saying about me? Oh, have you heard? Sinez can't have children. I just knew we couldn't trust her. It's ridiculous. So what have I done recently? Oh, I recently found out that my father passed away in a tragic kayaking accident 3 years ago. I just found out. He died alone, which is how he left me as a child. My stepmother didn't even send me an email in 3 years.
Oh,
wow. The only way an email would take longer is if she sent it via the U.S. Postal Service. I messaged her and she didn't even reply. And it has never been easier to reply to an email. Like, Google does these autoresponders. Dear stepmother, I recently learned that my father died. You're sure right. He sure is dead. Congratulations. Like, please, lady, like I'd never find out by reading the American Whitewater Kayaking Association website. Like it's like, 5 years ago, I found out that my grandmother died on a historical architecture blog. I know, it's ridiculous. Like, I just cannot. I mean, I have to stop reading about people's hobbies because I just cannot handle finding out through IhaveLotsOfKids.com that Sarah's actually dead. Like, all my family seem to die while doing their hobbies, and I keep wondering, which hobby am I going to die doing? I think I'll die surfing the internet, finding dead relatives. I've spent the last month on Ancestry.com. They draw your family tree just so I could find out how much love I missed out on. Yeah. Well, I've been Sinez. Well, I am Sinez. I still am Sinez. Well, I was Sinez yesterday. I'm Sinez now. I'll probably be Sinez tomorrow, depending on how the multiple personality disorder works out. But for now, I am Sinez. Thank you so much.
Give a big round of applause again for Senna Stevens coming to us from Japan. Woo-hoo! Oh.
Yes.
When you were talking about which hobby am I gonna die doing, I was like, what if it's right now? that would be a first for sure. I wanted to plug the earrings. They say yes. Oh, backwards, whatever. You can get your own pair at ExtraAFComedy.com.
Ooh, very cool.
There's shoes, the shirts, but these are so awesome, and I feel like such a badass when I wear them. So, your next comedian. I have to make sure that I get the correct info. This comedian has performed all over San Diego and LA, including clubs like the Comedy Palace, Madhouse Comedy Club, and Flappers Burbank. Part of the Misfit Toys Comedy Studio. Give a big round of applause. Give a big round of applause for Maria Delgado.
How you doing? Give it up for everybody. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. The energy is fuego. Okay. So, wow. Really quick, Sarah, I am the whole auntie. I am that auntie that's, promiscuous and just like she's coming to Thanksgiving, maybe with one of her boos from the week, maybe single, but she doesn't care. She's ready to mingle, even if she has her boo with her. You know what I mean? So I feel you because my nephew went through his mama's phone, my sister's phone, and saw a little picture. Because, let's be real, we share those pictures we get, just fellas, just so you know. No shame in my whole game. I'm like, ooh, look at this one. Why it look like that? I'm like, look at that one. That's a real weird angle, isn't it? So yeah, my poor nephew went through puberty real quick. Pobrecito. But that's, but I'm the fun auntie. So that's, it's give and take. It's give and take. Melody girl, I feel your pain, okay? Because I sprained my wrist. But look at how big my arms are. Like, I can't hold all that weight. I don't do push-ups. Like, all that weight. And you want me, like, that's why I'm not on top. Because, you know what? I'm just not prepped for that. I'm not physically.
Yes.
Call me because I'm a pillow princess, okay?
Yes.
Let me be. Just let me be. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Y'all. So I'm wearing makeup for the first time in, like, 2 months because I had to go pick up my sister's car. This is a real life story. Real quick, I thought it was just so funny because she was like, oh, I told them if you were going to pick up the car, she's got long black hair and she looks Asian-y. And I was like, what? So, which is fine because I am half Asian. And so I was like, but I was thinking, like, it just depends on who's looking at me. Because, like, what if I roll up and he's like, who's this fat Mexican girl picking up this car? She said Asian. So I just thought that. So I had to Asian it up. I was like, let me put some eyeliner on. I wear a kimono and be like, konnichiwa, I'm here to pick up the car. Like, I just thought it was hilarious. So I was excited to get out, though, because... I've been in quarantine and I've been doing good. I just started going crazy on like month 8 because here we are. And we are on month 8. Like it just started. I started getting stir crazy. So but at the same time, like it just started because for the most part, like during quarantine, I've been like thriving, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing my thing and just flourishing because I actually have time. And also, Rona, as I like to call her, Corona for some of y'all. Rona, if I can shorten it, I'm just lazy, okay? That's really what it is. If she's a petty bitch, she's petty, and I'll tell you what. Separately, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a petty ass bitch too. She leveled the playing field because she made all the skinny girls fat and all the fat girls thick with 2 C's. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yes, I'm thick now. What? Okay. My OnlyFans is blowing up, you know? I didn't think people, I mean, so many people want to see me eat cake. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's always that one, and it's so funny because like there's always that one like hot guy, like I'd be on the beach or wherever, and because I'm in San Diego a lot of the time, and there's always those like buff, like roid guys. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus. There's always that one who's a chubby chaser. You know what I'm talking about? That one who's like doesn't eat carbs ever, but will be happy to buy you a baguette and just watch you eat it whole. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm here for it, honestly. Like, I'll find you. I always find them. I'm like, I'm here to be your fat girl fetish fantasy. Yes, sir. I will eat that cake. Yes, I will.
Yeah.
With your chiseled jaw and hungry self. God. Oh my God. Everybody talking about the COVID-19 pounds. I'm like, well, I was ready. I prepped beforehand. We're good over here. You know what I'm saying? I got an extra couple pounds if you want them. Oh man. Oh. So yeah. And it's also funny because everybody's like wearing their sweatpants and stuff. And like all these Fashion Nova, Fitstagram models or whatever. Side note, stop hitting me up. I don't want to take your detox tea or your like 6-week boot camp. Anyway. But y'all need to stop. Y'all need to just start accepting yourselves a little more, because if you're wearing athleisure and not doing athletics, you're degenerate like the rest of us. Just
Yeah.
The only difference is you're way more uncomfortable in those skinny athletic clothes that look like you look like you're suffocating. You look like a turkey, like a turkey wrapped in twine on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Taking those shallow breaths, like I'm like, girl, you ain't going nowhere. Have some Cheetos, put on some gray sweatpants, call it a day. No one's gonna hate you. I'm gonna rub it in your face and be like, great. Let's eat Cheetos together, Daddy. I don't body shame. I don't actually body shame just right then because they had 36 years on me. So I told I get 2 minutes, okay? I get 2 minutes to body shame a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me have it. Let me have it. You know, y'all had 30-something years on me. Daddy this and earthquake that.
30-something years.
I know. It's because I'm half Asian, so I'm between the ages of 15 and 45. Oh my God. And it doesn't help that, like, first of all, I live in LA most of the time. And I stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stay eating, I stay hungry. And it doesn't help that there's like Pink's hot dogs over here, all you can eat Korean barbecue over there, Korean fried chicken over there. You know, I stay hungry. I'm hungry for In-N-Out. I'm hungry, and I'm hungry for success. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm hungry for success.
Woo.
You know, I wish they had a success drive-through like they do for everything else. You know what I'm saying? You got drive-through for everything. Can I just get, you know, when I'm on my way to the Jack in the Box at 3 a.m., can I make a pit stop before that? Be like, welcome to Instaburger. Can I take your order? Yeah, can I get the Insta famous meal? Can you throw in some extra likes? Y'all be real stingy with the likes. Yeah, can I get a strawberry subscriber shake? Why you only got vanilla? I was just vanilla. What about the other flavors?
So vanilla.
Hungry now. It's about that time for dinner. Oh my God, ridiculous. And it's hard. It's hard out in these skinny streets. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have thick skin when you're in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have thick skin. You can't just be like, oh my God, I'm so fat. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fat. Carry on. Let's get this bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, money-wise and food-wise. I told you I was hungry. Can we please stop for a snack? There's a Trader Joe's right there. My God. Y'all got fat phobia. I got skinny phobia. Y'all just don't to eat. Like, I need a snack, please. Rude.
Yes.
Rude.
Joe's on every corner. I can't get a snack. I can get some gluten-free, keto, vegan, blueberry bars, whatever. Just please. Please, Whitney, can I get a snack?
Whitney.
I know some people are like, but I'm gonna hang out with her because I ain't never gonna go hungry. That's real. Also, I said I'm half Asian, between the ages of 15 and 45, and I'm a bad Asian daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, I have great self-esteem. Number two, I clap back. I will speak to that manager.
Yes.
Okay. Love you. And number three, I use low sodium soy sauce. Okay. I eat too much unhealthy stuff as it is. There are just some limits. I have limits, and low sodium soy sauce. You know what I'm saying? My mom, my poor mom. Like I said, and it's funny going back to being, having like a thick skin for being in the industry. No one really gives you a thick skin and like really puts a chink in your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't supposed to be a racist remark, but it just happened that. I just realized talking about my Asian mom putting a chink in my soul. Anyway, but no one does like an immigrant Asian boomer mother who was a full-on advocate for the ripped abs white Jesus is all I'm saying. No one has thicker skin than I do, okay? No. Anyway, guys, you've been amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's so awesome. I'm so hungry now. I want steak and a baguette and something with low sodium soy sauce. So
The low sodium got me.
man,
High blood pressure. You gotta watch that high blood pressure.
yeah, I love it. All right, I'm gonna keep things rolling. Our next and last comedian, the best for last, our headliner. That's why I don't sing. That was awful. She's a New Jersey native who resides in Atlanta and has worked with Torrey Hart, Bill Bellamy, and Tiffany Haddish. Give a big round of applause for Keonna Scott. Woo!
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I just wanted to, you guys to hear my voice. Hello.
Hello.
It's so sexy. I don't know what it is. Oh my God, I like it. I'm so happy. I want you guys to give yourself a round of applause. You ladies are absolutely amazing. Beautiful. Hilarious. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. So let's get into my life. I am currently at this time. I have somebody have given me guardianship over 3 juveniles. They supposed to be moms. I'm not for sure. I don't know nothing about that. Jury is still out, honey, on it. Okay. I'm serious. Like, I can't deal with it. Like, I have to deal with this virtual learning stuff. I did not sign up to be a teacher. Like, for real. I don't want no parts of it. Like, I cannot. And I don't even know these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know them. One, I think, is like 16. I think the 2 girls is like, I don't know. I think like maybe 9, 10. I don't know. But like, I don't really know these children like that. I really don't. These kids are absolutely horrible. Like the 16-year-old, he don't even like to wash. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh.
Like, he don't even want to bathe. Like, I remember one time I got so excited. Like, I heard water running. I saw steam coming from under the door. I was like, oh my God, there is a God. Oh my God. Something told me to just back up a little bit and push the door open. As I backed up and pushed the door open, he was in the mirror doing Power Rangers moves. Like, I was like, what is this? Like, yo, cut my water off. Like, you're wasting my water.
Yeah.
Here in Georgia, I have to pay for water. Like, are you serious, sir? I was like, oh my God, I'm telling you, it doesn't make any sense. I was like, oh my God. And it really bothers me because the other day he came to me, he was like, Mom, I was like, what's up? He was like, I have a girlfriend. I was like, what? you have a what? He said, I have a girlfriend. I was like, a girlfriend? He was like, I ain't ugly or nothing. I was like, no, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. Like, I'm saying, like, in my head, like, any young girl that fuck with you, self-esteem gotta be low. Like, it's no way. There's no way I will fuck with you. It's just no way. I was shocked. Like, oh my God. That is upsetting. I was like, wow. He came to me. I'm telling you, he told me the other day, we got into it about dishes because he don't like to clean up. Okay, my son don't like to do nothing. All he like to do is go shoot hoops. All he want to do is eat, sleep, shit, and sexually abuse himself. That's it. You don't want to do absolutely nothing. I have never seen somebody's hand go so fast. Like, I have never seen it a day in my life.
No.
I was like, oh my God, slow down. You're gonna find it in your hand, sir. Just slow up. Like, you're supposed to stroke it. Like, what are you doing? Take your time with it. I was like, oh my God, you're gonna find that little shit right in your hand. You feel me? You're gonna find that little shit. And I'm upset. I'm upset because I know out there in the world somewhere, to all you women, I feel it in my heart that I am going to have to pay your children or your girls to keep quiet. I just know it. I know it. That's a secret that I can't allow to get out, you know, because girls is nasty. Do you hear me? Like, oh my God, excuse me, Miss Keonna, we got a little issue-wissy problem. I'll be like, shut the fuck up, girl. What's your cash at, bitch? Because I know I'm going to have to pay somebody else. Be quiet. I am. I really am. It's sad though. I mean, you know, we got into it the other day about dishes though. I was like, can you please go do the dishes? I'm asking you nicely, sir. And he was like, oh, you know what? I don't even understand. Like, yo, I don't even want to be here. I don't even know why I'm here. I was like, sir, let me be honest with you. Let me talk to you for a minute. If your father would have had $177 more on his debit card the night I stole it from out his pocket, you wouldn't be. So it's not on us, it's on him. So blame him. Do not bring that shit in this house. We did everything that we were supposed to. I even tried to work out a payment plan. I said, can you do half today? I'll come back tomorrow. Like, I was trying to do everything that I needed to do, sir. So don't blame us. Call that dude. Okay, call your father. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I did my part. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, I don't know how many women are shocked. Like, there has to be 1,000 women shocked when you walk into court for child support and the judge rewards you custody. You like, sir, that's not what the fuck I came in here for. I am irresponsible as hell. Why are you getting children? And then he tell you some nonsense like, well, you know, I honestly believe that, you know, children should be with their mother. And I'm like, I honestly believe what you saying is bullshit. I don't care who wrote that. I don't care. Oh my God. It's horrible. I'm telling you, my kids is absolutely, I'm telling you, these kids are absolutely like out of control. My daughter, she's 12. She's 12. And she came to me and she was like, Mom, she was like, I know what I want to be when I grow up. I was like, girl, I was like, shoot it. She was like, I want to be a supermodel. I was like, bitch, you reaching. You reaching. Super. You know damn well you ain't got no supermodel looks, girl. Go sit your ass down. I don't know. Stay the fuck off TikTok because they got you thinking that you can be anything you want to be. Like, you know, girl, come on. It was the super part for me because I was like, super? Like, she ain't even say regular. She ain't even start with a hand model. Like, she just was like, super. She's like, what the hell? She was like, Amy mother said that I can be anything I want to be. I was like, girl, fuck you and Amy mother. Like, Amy don't know shit. Amy mother don't know absolutely nothing. You live here. I know that you don't have what it takes. You understand what I'm saying to you? It just don't make no sense. I'm telling you, she's horrible. It doesn't make any sense. My baby girl, now that's my dog right there. Like I really like the youngest one. I really like her. She's an informant. I'm telling you, she's gonna be a detective when she get older because she tells me everything that goes on. She tells me all the time. She was like, they break into my room. Do you hear me? Like these kids literally robbed me. Okay. Like they robbed me. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like my daughter, the 12-year-old came to me. She's like, Mom, you know what? I had read an article on YouTube and it said that we supposed to eat 3 times a day. I was like, let me see. And I looked at the article. I was like, girl, fuck Franklin. He don't know shit. That was a suggestion. Like, you eat 1 time a day. No, you misread it. I don't know where y'all like people look at me like, and I know that you guys think like, yo, oh my God, Keonna, you're a bad parent. Let me tell you something. Although I do not like or love my children, I'm a hell of a mother. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, I'm a good mother. I am a good guardian. I did not ask to be in this situation. You know, I'm just gonna be honest with you. 3 kids, 3 checks. Okay. And it's absolutely amazing. I could quit my job today and be all right. Do you hear me? Like that was the deal. You know, it was a come up. My kids know that they are here for financial reasons. It has nothing to do with gender, love, or care. Who does that? Who does that? Who's doing that out there? And women get upset with me when I talk about 3 kids, 3 checks. It's always a dirty feet bitch in the back. Like, I don't care what her say. I don't care. I'm gonna let my $50 bill up. Yeah, bitch, that's what you're gonna have to do. That's exactly what you're gonna have to do. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm going to tell you something because I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, she's horrible. It gets worse. I am a registered nurse here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, I am. I am an RN. I've been an RN for almost December will be 9 years. Don't clap because a lot of people have died on my watch. Just slow up a little bit. Yeah, I've been responsible for a few things. I don't know what's going on. I passed though. I passed the training. I could show you my ID and stuff. Like I passed. I don't know what the problem is. But I don't like the fact, I tell people all the time, when you have relatives that are in nursing homes or in a hospital, please visit them. Please visit them. Like some people drop them off and never come back. Like we never see them again. Oh. And I'm like, that is so sad. Like who does that? You know, like, why would you even do that? And I recently did it to my mother because I was like, you know what? I got to work. You know, I got to take care of somebody else's mother. I don't have time to take care of you too. That's too much. I don't even get paid for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not even trying to cut me no check. You know what I'm saying? And I'm licensed to do it. It's sad. Like, I'm really licensed to do it. I'm telling you, like I get into arguments all the time with most of the dirty neck girls. They always come in and they always screaming and hollering. One lady came in and she was like, oh my God, somebody is abusing my mother. And I'm like, man, that's not what we do here. We do not abuse patients. We might not answer the damn bell, but we don't abuse them. That's not what we do here. She was like, oh my God, my mother is shaking. Look, she's scared. She's scared. I was like, ma'am, your mother has Parkinson's, bitch. She's supposed to Harlem Shake, bitch. What are you talking about? She's supposed to do the Harlem Shake. What are you talking about? I am totally confused.
Oh my God.
She was like, you know what? Y'all is so fucking nasty here. Y'all don't even care about nobody. Look at her hair. I was like, well, look at yours. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. We don't do bundles. As long as her heart is beating, girl, and her vitals is good, and her ass is clean, girl, you should thank us. Okay, you should actually thank us. We do a lot. We endure a lot as nurses, and people don't know that. Like, oh my God, like she really said something about her mother. I'm like, is God gonna stop her at the door because she ain't got no fucking bundles? Like, honestly, like, is he gonna be like, hold up? Nah, they ain't even fix your hair. Like, he's not gonna say that. Why are you worried about her hair? You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, please. And it's always the ones that you ain't seen in forever. Like, I remember one lady dropped her mother off in 2016. We just saw her. We just saw her for Halloween. I was like, what the fuck? Girl, your mother been here since 2016 and you walk in on one of the worst holidays, fucking Halloween, bitch. You ain't even come on Mother's Day. He was like, we was in the neighborhood trick or treat, and I'm like, bitch, what?
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, we go through a lot. I'm telling you, honestly, we really do. We endure so much. We really do. And the old men that's in there, they're horrible. Oh my God, they're nasty. Oh my God. I used to date an older man, maybe probably like 5 years ago. I used to date an older man. I think his name was Leonard Ray Walter Charles Sr. Jr. some shit like that. But I don't mess with him no more because he gave me an STD.
Oh,
and we all are aware what an STD is. We know it's a senior transmitted disease. We totally are aware that they're giving it out. I was like, oh my God. And I was totally unaware of the situation. I was like, oh my God. I went to the doctor and they told me I had shingles. I was like, who the fuck is giving that out? Who the fuck gives shingles out? He was like, I was like, what the fuck I need a shot for? I'm 27. You nasty bastard. Oh my God. I was totally upset. Who gives out shingles? Who does that? I really don't like older men anymore. I really don't. And they be all in the club, all it being loud and shit on a PlayStation headpieces. They think it's a Bluetooth. They don't know the difference. Hello. Hey, sunflower. Look ahead. I'm like, what is he talking? Oh, if you don't get your push pop dick ass out of here. I don't like older men. I'm telling you, these old men are nasty. I'm telling you, one of my clients, I walked into his room to give him meds. And when I turned back around to pick the medicine off the tray up to give it to him, he had dropped his roll. I was like, are you serious? You got a motherfucking glossary bag attached to your ass. Is you serious? I ain't trying to get into no shit today. He was like, a little shit ain't never hurt nobody. Little shit ain't never. That was wrong with you young girls. Little shit ain't never hurt nobody. I'm like, is he serious? Oh my God. He's serious. He is fucking serious. It's crazy. Oh my God. It's horrible out here. I'm telling you. But before I get out of here, I would like to just say this to you ladies. Absolutely. I am totally confused. I don't know what the world has come to. I think that we need to stick together. We need to look out for one another. We need to take care of one another. I am honestly confused on why you bitches are not sharing your men. Like when you were younger, your mother taught you to do what? Share. So I'm totally confused. I don't understand it. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I'm Keonna Scott.
I couldn't bring it for multiple times during so oh my gosh. Okay. Let's give a big round of applause for all of our comics tonight. Oh my gosh, we're wonderful.
No, we're missing one.
We are so glad that you are here this evening. If you joined us, we are going to be back December 3rd, 7:30. My pal Lolita D is going to be hosting. There she is. Oh God, I can't even. The best. my comedy life. So tune in, and yeah, I don't even know what else. I'm still laughing.
Sorry, Ness, you're not my comedy wife. I love you, but it's that one. That one. There she is.
One of them. I mean, both.
I'm just your side piece.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yay.